Okay, we're going to continually practice along. This is the handout called Conditionals Practice. Again, I hope you've tried it on your own, gave it your best shot. And also, again, if you already got this well down, you understand it, then you can just skip the video and chill, relax until the Zoom session. If you're not sure though, if you're not quite sure whether you're doing it right or you're just guessing, then it's worth going through the video with me. Okay, so the first thing you want to do for these is, convert the following sentences into if-then form. Okay, now what you want to do is first translate them into letters, and after that, do the conversion. Okay, so you will pass this class only if you do your homework. You will pass this class is P, so P. You will pass this class P only if Q, you do your homework. Okay, so step one, always just plug in the letters. Okay, step two is convert. Now, P only if Q, this is something you just have to know. Okay, you can have it written down. We did this in the previous video. P only if Q, you always bring the two straight down. So if P then Q, and then we're done. If P then Q is your answer. Okay, all right, so we're done with that. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, you will pass this class if you do your homework. So you can see there's an if in the middle. Okay, you'll pass this class is again P. If you do your homework, is Q. Q. Okay, so we did step one. We plugged in the letters. Now, what do we do? This P if Q, when there's an if in the middle, that's switch. Okay, so P if Q turns into if Q then P. And then we're done. All right. Okay, so there we go. All right, let's go to the next batch of questions. You're hungry is H, you should eat is E. Okay, so if you're hungry, then you should eat. So this is kind of like a give me problem. It's pretty easy. All you have to do is know how to plug in the letters. So if you're hungry is H, you should eat is E. So if H, then E. And we're done. Okay, so that's good. How about we can move on to question 4 pretty quickly. How about you should eat if you are hungry? So here we have if in the middle, so this is going to be switch. But first, let's just plug in the letters. Step one, plug in the letters. So you should eat is E. So E. If you are hungry is H. H, okay, E if H. Now this is switch. It's called switch. So what do? You switch. Okay. So if H, then E. Done. All right, let's take a quick stretch break. All right, done. Okay, stretch break over. Okay, let's keep pushing on. Somebody says, either you should eat or you're not hungry. Okay, now let's plug him in. You should eat is E, you're hungry is H. So either you should eat or you are not hungry. Okay. Now, so far we've only done ifs and only ifs in the middle with switch and only if. Now we're getting to the little bit more challenging ones, which are the disjunctions. Okay, you just have to now remember or have written down in your notes or somewhere that either P or Q turns into what? Turns into if not P, then Q. Okay, so that's just how the disjunctions work. You negate the first disjunct. You keep the second disjunct the same. Okay, so either E or not H, what happens to that? Well, you negate the first disjunct, so we become if not E. The right disjunct stays the same. Okay, it has to stay the same. Don't take away the negation. What's here stays the same. If it's here, it stays the same. Okay. So we have if not E, then not H. Now we could even make this even better by going one further step. You don't have to do this. The instructions just said convert these into if-then form. And we've done that. It's an if-then form. Okay. But if you wanted to go above and beyond the call of duty, we could simplify this further by taking out the negations. How do we do that? Switch and negate. Find the contrapositive. Okay, and now we're done. Either of these would have been a fine answer. Okay, you shouldn't eat unless you are hungry. Okay, now let's think about what's being said there. You shouldn't eat unless you're hungry. So you shouldn't eat. Let's first of all plug in the letters. Not E is you shouldn't eat unless you are hungry. You are hungry is H. Okay. Now, how do we convert this? This is a reminder. Well, oops. Okay. As a reminder, P unless Q becomes not P. If not P, then Q. Okay, that's just the formula. You should learn it. Okay. So the left side gets negated. The right side stays the same. It's just like the disjunction up here. Okay, left side gets negated. Right side stays the same. Okay. Left side gets negated. Right side stays the same. Done. Okay, so it should be pretty straightforward. Okay, let's keep pushing on. Dating. We can think about dating. Okay, so hopefully by now this is making sense, but we'll keep at it. So someone's worth dating only if they're kind. So step one, plug in the letters. Someone's worth dating. We can let that be D. Only if they are kind. That'll be K. Okay. Now convert this into if-then. You have to remember for the only if, what do? The left and the right side, they just drop straight down. So if D, then K. And now we're done. Okay. Okay, next. Someone's worth dating if they are kind. Okay. All right, so someone's worth dating is D if they are kind. Okay. So step one, plug in the letters. Now step two, convert to if-then. If is in the middle, so this is switch. So what do? We switch sides. So if K, then D. And then we're done. Okay, next. Either somebody's not kind or they're worth dating. It's like, either they're not kind or they're worth dating. What's that saying? Well, this is something you should just know. Either P or Q turns into if not P, then Q. Okay. So for disjunction, you negate the left disjunct, keep the right side the same. So first, let's plug in the letters. Either somebody's not kind, either not K, or they're worth dating, D. Okay, either P or Q, and you negate the left side, keep the right side the same. It becomes if K, then D. And then we're done. Okay. Someone's not worth dating unless they are kind. So let's plug in the letters. First of all, that's our step one. Someone's not worth dating. You have to remember the negations, right? Someone's not worth dating. Not D unless they are kind. K. Okay. Now let's try to remember the formula for this. The formula is going to be P unless Q translates into if not P, then Q. Okay. P unless Q, negate the left side, right side keeps the same, just like disjunction. negate the left side, right side stays the same. And then we're done. Okay. All right, so that's about it. You might need to rewind and like go over these again and again. The goal though is you have to be able to do them without me guiding you, okay? Because that's how I'm going to be asking you on the quiz. All right, so that's all. We're ending a little bit shorter today, but that's okay. See you at the Zoom session, and we'll go over some of the newer stuff that was in the reading and the homework. Okay, so see ya.